Good day, everyone. I am Mrs. Jackson, tarot consultant and small business owner at Gentile Healer Tarot. If this is the first time you're watching my video stream or have ever seen my videos from in the past, the deck of tarot cards I use for all my daily card picks and reports is this one. It is called the Witch's Tarot deck. If you wish to learn more about this deck, please look in the description below. It'll tell you the name of the deck, where to buy them, and also the type of readings that I complete and why I became a tarot card reader. Also, I will be selecting today's card, but just want to let you know that today, at this moment, Eastern Standard Time or Daylight Time, we are now encompassed in a void of course for a moon sign, which means that right now we are slowly moving out of the moon sign Gemini, and we're going into the moon sign Cancer or moon child. And what that means is that we were in this past weekend, we were in the moon sign Gemini, having energies of thinking, of communication. Now that's moving away because in my past videos, I reiterate that the moon signs are constantly 2.5 days for each sign that goes through. So now we're going to be into the moon sign Cancer or moon child. I probably, for obvious reasons, as you can tell, why I like to say moon child instead of cancer. Don't want to be named after a disease, right? So anyways, round, I'd say it's 11, 12, 1, 2, a little bit after 2 o'clock today for Eastern Standard Time or Daylight Time. We're going to be into full moon sign moon child, which means we're going to be a little bit more emotional. We might be feeling like staying at home or being close to things that are more familiar to us, because Moonchild is as such. Moonchild is in astrology crab, Cancer crab, and we're more uh, adaptable to staying at home, to being with loved ones, to staying with things that are familiar to us. And sometimes we don't want to be outside, be around people and stuff. We might just want to be just in our own private space and more emotional and more sensitive. So we might have those kind of energies for the rest of today and for the next 2 days. Because remember, the moon sign 2.5 days. If you want to know even more about that, please Google it and just Google moon signs. So I will present today's cards. So I shall proceed. Spirit guide and guidance team, please give us the guidance card for today, Monday, August 18th, 2025, for the northern, southern, eastern, western hemispheres of the world. And I always pick out a connecting card to emphasize that energy. And I also want you to realize that, see here, before I lose my train of thought, oh well, too bad, I lost my train of thought. I'm sorry. Anyways, I'll continue with this. Today we have a major arcana card, which means this major arcana card, sorry, it's kind of blurry. This is an energy we're already born with. The energy stays with us until our death. We use this energy if it pops up in our cards. We use the energy at any times in our lives whenever we need it, day and night. And this energy, it changes our lives in some way because it is a major arcana card, and that change will stay into our future. So depending on how we use this energy, we'll see how it'll change our life in a certain way, and hopefully it's positive. This is a positive card. It's called the Chariot. And this, as you can see, the Chariot, right? Horses moving along very rapidly. This means going after goals, going after something that you want to achieve today, maybe, that you want to go after. You've been craving it. You've been trying to work on whatever the goal has been, right? So today is a perfect day, it's showing, to go after that goal. It may not say that we're going to achieve it today, but we're going after it. We're going to do whatever we can to go after that goal, and hopefully we will achieve it today. But the thing is to actually go pursue, to pursue that goal that you want to do. Don't just sit back and, let the universe try to come to you. Like you're looking at this, right? You may be saying, okay, it's the goal's going to come to me, right? So I'm going to wait for the universe. Let's see, I'll sit back and see if the universe is going to bring it to me. No, this card is telling you you have to do the work. So whatever you want for a goal today, whatever you've been working on, or maybe whatever you've been wanting, and maybe or want today, maybe you're just thinking about it today, and you're saying, "Oh, I got to do this today," or "I want to do this today." You've got to do the work. You've got to put in the plan, the organization to actually physically do the work. The universe isn't just going to magically bring it to you. Why this pops up today? This is the Eight of Cups. It does look kind of, I don't say menacing, but it looks kind of, you might think that this is a negative card. Not necessarily. This is a minor arcana card, which means the energy in this card we have to use, utilize, work with. And the end result to using this energy will help us work on whatever we're doing to get to where we want to be, right? So this is showing you're either this person looks like they're walking away from these cups, right? Oh, that's another thing. This is a minor arcana card, cup suit. It's a water element, and it has to do with wants, desires, giving love, receiving love, anything that has to do with the heart and something that's emotional to you. Now, this is showing you again means this person is walking away from these cups, which possibly means that whatever they've been working on, whatever they've been going through in the past or yesterday, they want to walk away from. It's something that's not working for them, and they're looking emotionally to get away from this. So possibly they're moving away from the situation, or they're looking for different ways to find answers for what they're going through. That's why this chariot is here saying you're going toward your goal. You're going toward to look for answers. And that's a good thing. That's a very good thing, because some of us just like when we're dealing with something from the past or something that just isn't working for us, and sometimes we say, I'm going to just not even deal with it. We'll see what happens tomorrow. We'll see what the universe can bring to us, And if nothing happens, they say, why did I try, right? I mean, the higher power or whatever isn't doing anything for me, so why should I even try, right? Again, this is showing us that we have to put in the work. Whatever wasn't working for us in the past or yesterday, today, today's the day we should just I gotta research. I gotta go online, research, read books, or talk to somebody. So this Chariot is saying, yes, you want to make that change, you've got to go for it. You've got to put in that work. Do something that, do some research, talk to somebody. If you have it in your mind to maybe think about talking to someone, do whatever you can to make that change. That's why this pops up. This Eight of Cups is saying, yeah, you're going to look for something better. You're going to look for some better alternative information from someone, maybe somebody whom you've not even spoken to because you're maybe too afraid, or you're thinking they're not going to be able to help me, so why should I try? This is saying, yeah, the chariot is saying, you gotta. I mean, if you really need that change, if you really want to find some answers, you have to do the work. You've got to use this chariot energy. Go out there now. I mean, you might not have to go out literally to find somebody, but use the internet if you need to find some information. Even communicate with others, like find a connection. Maybe a friend knows something about someone or whatever that can help you. Find those alternative outlets that you probably have thought about, but never just you just didn't have that energy to go about it. Today is the day to do that. Today is a good day to just look for that alternative information and work with it. Go for it. It doesn't have to be like a dramatic change tomorrow. Everything takes its stride, I mean, that the universe doesn't just like make everything just change for you. And some people are going to say, oh, so I'm going to sit back today. I'm going to look around, see if any changes happen. If it doesn't, then it wasn't worth it. You've got to make that change. That's all I can say. It's like, if you want something to change in your life that's permanent, which this is a permanent energy where, again, after you use this today, maybe just that one little idea or one little piece of information you find online today, that can help change something within you permanently to help you in the future. That's why this is a major arcana card. Step by step. Little changes are a big step. Remember that first step, it's always the biggest. That's what they're saying to you today. The cards are saying, take that first step, look for that information that you feel you need to change and work with it. And that little change will stick with you and last into the future. Hello. As I always say in all of my videos, that I always send them my positive thoughts, my positive words. I always translate that hopefully to you into positive actions. Have respect for yourself to always have respect for others. Don't push your ideals on others if they don't wish to have it, because you don't want to change a positive energy into a negative. um, Nourish yourself so you have enough energy to help others. And if you can, get outside and get some nature air to help you maybe think clearer. Because sometimes when you're moving around, your blood's pumping, you can start thinking about creatively about certain things that you might be needing to work on. So always have your phone around to put out notes, or even a notepad and a pen if you still do that. Because when you're moving around, you can start thinking clearly and hopefully, you know, get things going, make things positive, and send out the positive energy. Let's see here. Uh, Rivali? Hello. Let's see here. Rivali. Rivali, let's see. I was actually going to mention that I will be completing brief free general readings. However, that if you want to give me a private, if you give me a question, a private question, that is going to be through my business email, gentlehealertarot@gmail.com. We will have to set up an appointment for that, because any personal readings I will have to charge you for. However, if you want to receive a brief free general reading, I can give you one today. Okay, but that will be telling you what's happening in your life right now. It might not associate with what you're wanting in your question right now, but it might tell you about what you really need to change in your life. Okay, would you like that free general reading? Let's see here. I'm just checking something here. I write down people's names just so I can keep track of them. Sorry I'm taking so long. If you'd like that general reading, I can give it to you. So, Ravali, would you like me to give you a free general reading? Because remember, um, my free general readings will tell you what's happening in your life right now. Because everybody who gives out like free samples on certain things, like if you have your own business and you want to give out a free sample to, to receive paying clients, you don't want to keep on doing that free sample all the time because you do want to receive income, right? Same thing here. So if you want a private reading for your own question, we'll have to set up an appointment for that because I'm not going to do an hour reading on a stream. And that again, I will have to put in more energy to that and give you suggestions, and that's going to take up a lot of time and my energy. So that will have to be via an appointment. And you can look on my website and to look at how much I charge for readings. So would you like a free reading, Rabali? No? Okay. So unless um unless you anybody who is probably watching, if you do wish to receive a free brief general reading from me, please let me know. I will try to come back here a little bit later to see if anybody would like to have one. See here. I do these general readings because I know that a lot of people who probably watch my videos in the past, they're probably wanting to see more from me. I can understand that. So that's why I'm trying to do very brief general readings. But these are readings on my account where I want to just give you information. Hi, massaging a little okay. Would you like a free general reading? And yes, if you're watching me and you're trying to figure out what I'm doing, yes, I am looking at the comments to see if anybody would like general readings and to see, if we can proceed in doing so. So you're a Gemini, huh? Okay, would you like a free reading? Okay, I shall do that. I'm just writing down your name if you're wondering. I need to keep track of people. And if anybody wants to know any information about me or the tarot cards that I use or anything, please look in the description below here. All the information is right there. Okay. Alrighty then. I don't have a camera, so I will, after I present these, I will show you what these cards are. Okay, Andy, since I'm not gonna say your web or your full name now, I'll just call you Andy. Okay. We have the first card, which is expressing the energy right now. And excuse me if I kind of stutter a little bit. Right now, we are in void of course, which means that the energies are changing right now. So please bear with me because the change it affects me as well. So Please bear with me. Okay, we have the Ten of Swords here. This is a minor arcana card, which is a good thing. This is the future card, which is the Nine of Cups, and this is a very positive card. Is a water element. The first card, this is an air element, has to do with swords, which is your mind and communication. And the Nine of Cups has to do with emotion, love, empathy, and desires. This card, the Six of Wands. This is another minor kind of card, and it has to do with action and putting your action to creative use. And this other card here is the Ten of Pentacles, which is a minor arcana card. It's an earth element. It has to do with work, and it has to do with making a foundation for your future. I will get to those in a second. Now, right now, your Ten of Swords is saying that right now you're going through some events, going through difficulties that seem to come into a revolving cycle, that whatever you're trying to do, things just you keep hitting a wall, so to speak. Some type of you're trying to think of ways to get things going in your life, and you just seem to just keep banging into the same problems all the time. And it might not be like huge problems, but something that really irks you, and it just keeps happening and happening. What you're trying to do is get this Nine of Cups. You're trying to find something where it's going to make you feel good about yourself. You want to create the atmosphere, I guess I'll say future. Where you want your dreams to come true, obviously. I mean, you want the things you've been working on, or whatever you want in your life, has to do with emotion and your wants and needs, and you're looking for something to whatever you've been planning for, wherever you've been hoping for, you want it to come true, obviously, because you want that good life, right? You want the things to happen to you correctly, the way you want it, and you're just, you're trying to get there. And what you will be doing is you want almost like I don't say a pat on the back, but you're doing things where you want to get acknowledged. You want to be recognized. And this is probably maybe even to do with work, or something that has to do with working with others. You're trying to work as a team. And where this is coming from is that the Three of Pentacles here that associates with the Six of Wands is showing that you're working with people, or you're working with things. Anything where you're bringing in information, or you're taking information from someone, you're working as a group. And somehow you might not be getting that recognition that you want. And you want to make that life for yourself. You want to be comfortable. You want to, do what you can to, to finally show that you're doing your work, you're doing things that are great. You want that recognition, and who doesn't? If you're working hard and you're working with others, of course you do. You want to get that future that you want. You want those things in your life that you want to accumulate, and you feel that you have a right to do, right? Of course. But what you're not going to be doing is trying to, you might not have a lot of options. And this card here is a Seven of Cups, which means that you might not have a lot of options. You might not be picking a lot of things, or whatever. You have your mind on one thing. So right now, the main thing you're working on is what you're working on, and you want to make that, you want to achieve your goal in that, what you're doing, and you want to receive the recognition that you want. So right now, that's where you are going. That's where you're in Minston right now. You're working hard, and you want to get that recognition. So if you wish to learn more about this, you want to know how to get that recognition even more, or you want to know just some more suggestions and how to get to where you want to go, this is where I'm going to have to tell you that we're going to have to set up an appointment for the future to delve more into this reading, okay? Because right now, this was just a brief reading, and that's where you are. That's where your energy is right now, and where you're currently working on, okay? Okay, so if you wish to receive a more in-depth reading on this to find out what you need to do to get where you want to go, please send me a business email at gentlehealertarot@gmail.com. And plus, with in-depth readings as well that I forgot to relay earlier, um, you will also receive a photographed picture of the layout, so you can also see your cards after we have that in-depth reading. You're welcome. If there's anybody else looking for a reading, free, like, general, quick reading, please let me know. I'll try to see you on here for a little while longer. Okay, if there's nobody else, I have to actually continue on with this, where I have to share it on other media outlets. So I need to go so I can proceed with that. I will try to come back later for more readings. Please take care and stay safe.